Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are in the great state of Pennsylvania, right here on the Lake Erie shoreline. We're heading into a peninsula right out here on the Lake Erie called Presque Isle State Park. Goes way out in the water. Couple of lighthouses out here, pretty cool memorial, all kinds of things. So we're going to do a little bit of exploring. What do you think? Very hot and humid. Chance of thunder bumpers later, but right now we got blue sky and sunshine. All right, I'm just gonna drive out to the end. We'll just do a big loop around this cool island. Well, looks like on the maps our first little stop up here is Marina Pier, called East Pier. Roads are really tree lined, kind of hard to see anything. Once in a while you get a glimpse of the lake. Gonna spend the night right here in Erie, Pennsylvania, just across the bay. Found an RV park that's right on the water. Go figure. And it's a community, it's a public RV park run by the town, or the city, I guess. Oop, here it is. Here's our turn. Never been up here in my life, so it's all kind of new to me. Looks like we got a big parking area, and there is mighty Lake Erie, and it's also an inlet bay here if you look at it on the maps. Let's check her out. Wow, that water is choppy, isn't it? Winds are really screaming right now. These Great Lakes, they can get pretty rough. And looks like back in there's a marina. Another island out there. Kind of cool. You don't expect to see something like this right on the lakes, huh? Feels tropical with the humidity. But actually the wind, thank goodness for it, knocks some of the temperature down. Well, way across there, that's Erie, Pennsylvania. When I drive back, I'm gonna have to loop around through town there. Looks like a great place to fish right in here, doesn't it? That would be one rough boat ride going across out through there. They can get white caps on these Great Lakes. Storms brew up. See fishing boats out there. Well, they got deep water markers. Probably over at the harbor in Erie, Pennsylvania, they get the big boats in, the big barges. There's a fisherman heading out. Just bouncing up and down on top of those swells there. Huh. Alright, well, what do you think? We'll keep going exploring? Heck yeah. Nice state park. I don't think there's a campground out here. I might be wrong. A lot of day use. I have to check it on the maps better. But when I seen it last night, I looked at this thing and seen how far you can drive out on it. Why not? We're heading right through here. We're heading to New York State. Yay. Alright, I'm going to just follow the map on the phone here. There's supposed to be a big memorial. A little park with a memorial in it. We'll check that. Way across. That's where we're staying tonight. Lampe? Something like that. Lampe RV Park. They got bike paths around here. I have the e-bike with me, but I'm not gonna ride here. Maybe when I get over to the RV park. I'll take a little cruise. A lot of traffic. It's almost bumper to bumper here right now. Okay, I think this is it here. On the phone it shows Perry Monument. We'll see what it is. Oh wow, they got a little tour boat there. Huh. Alright, well, take a little walk. Perry Monument. You can see we're quite a ways out on the peninsula here. Huh. Pretty cool. we'll head out that way. A climate for war. Wow. Yeah, all the battles were through the Great Lakes, weren't they? Revolutionary War. Probably all the ships came through here. 1812, Oliver Hazard Perry commanded shipbuilding here. Wow. Battle of Lake Erie happened here. They had gunboats, 11 ships. My goodness. 1812 and 1813. The British were around here. Now it's a big park. Over 200 plus years later. Wow, that thing is up there, isn't it? That is huge. You never know the history of these places. Oliver Hazard Perry joined the Navy at 13. Died at the age of 34. Wow. Part of the old U.S. Navy. My goodness. To join at 13. Died of yellow fever. Well, that is quite the memorial for him. Oh, it's got a light on it. It lights up. Big old sails on the old warships there. Look at that thing all lit up. The winters here get pretty darn brutal. They get that Lake Erie effect snow up on this end of Lake Erie in feet deep. Yeah, that is quite the memorial for Oliver Hazard Perry. It's quite the middle name or nickname, Hazard. From bay to battle. My goodness. Battle of Lake Erie, 1813, September 10th. Big ships were stuck in the sandbars. The British ships were all over the place. It was full out battle here on the water. Well, pretty darn cool. Right out here at the end, think of all the ships that have passed by here through the years. Oh man, seeing this thing. Yeah, this one's kind of faded, and the misery begins. The snow, oh goodness. Even now, if you watch the weather, Buffalo, New York, and Erie here, and this whole shoreline in the northeast part, Lake Erie, look at them guys. You'd freeze to death. The snow gets it feet deep. Absolute blizzards come screaming off the lake here. I remember a few years ago, what was it, like 10 or 15 foot of snow ended up in Buffalo out of one big storm. Yeah, they got a little excursion boat. I don't think I'd want to be on that thing in this heat. Maybe another trip. Nice and green here. I don't know what that thing is. It's elevated. There's restrooms there, maybe. Something to do with that. Alright, let's keep on trucking. Alright, from here, we're gonna go find a pier. Let's keep looping around. I call it an island. I guess I shouldn't. Peninsula. I have not seen a campground yet. Pretty much everything's been day use so far. Here's a little bridge going over some water. I bet the fishing here is really, really good. Let's ask them guys. Looks like they're fishing. And what's this? Boat launch. We got a boat launch in here. Yeah, I guarantee they're fishing. Go get some of that good Lake Erie perch. Alright, I gotta make a turn up here pretty quick. There's a Coast Guard station out here. Great place for it. See, there's the sign. Okay, make a right. huge parking areas. The beaches around here, I bet, get really, really busy. The whole peninsula would be one big beach. I'll stop at one of them, maybe heading out. Alright, out here, according to the phone, it's called North Pier. Floating houseboats. Those are huge. Out there. Well, you're either going to swim out there or take a little skiff or boat. There you go. If you're a boater, go rent one of them. Every night, just tie up to your little house. And there is life on Lake Erie. How cool is that? There's the gate for the Coast Guard station. We must be getting out at the end of this thing then. Oh, here it is. Wow. I'd say we're almost at the end of it. Well, I'll park. Take another little walk. Why not? Perfect day for it. This must be the main channel where the big boats come in, the big barges. People fishing out here.
Yeah, that's pretty much the use route.
Ooh-wee, it's windy. There's some folks coming in, playing around in the lake. Big concrete pier. They can tie up the big barges. Well, there's a little bit of a beach down through there, isn't there? This pier kind of keeps the waves down too. Old lighthouse out there, guiding the ships in. Matter of fact, the RV park where I'll be staying is right across the water. It's over there. Right there it is. I'll walk down a little ways. Huh. Pretty cool. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting to see the RV park. Big pile of sand there. I bet they dredge in here maybe. Maybe that's what that's from. I'm guessing. Sounds good. Oh, that is. I see the RVs. There's the RV park. But to get to it, I have to drive all the way around and cut through town. Probably a good 15, 20 miles to get around there. And there it is across the water. That's okay. We can handle that. All right, well, I think from here we start heading back, actually. It's supposed to be a lighthouse out here somewhere. Those guys getting ready to go fishing. I bet it's good out here. Alright, what do you think that big pile is there for? I'd say dredging. Maybe they dredged it or some type of beach maintenance, something. Well, cool. If I had a boat, I could just go over to the RV park. That's funny. I wonder if Coast Guard guys stay in these little floating houses up here. Some of those are pretty big. They got porches on them. Huh. I don't know. Or maybe you just rent them. It's pretty different. I've never seen any ones that big, but there's several. All different kinds too. Different pitched roofs. You just don't want to be a sleepwalker at night. Oops. Go to bed with a life jacket on. All right, well, let's see. Looks like we got a lighthouse to find on our way out of here. Presque Isle Lighthouse. There's a big beach right out there too. What we got here? Here you go. The loneliest place on earth. Being out here at a lighthouse keeper. Well, probably saved a lot of lives. You never hear about the ones you saved. It's the ones that crash, huh? See a lot of lighthouses this summer, haven't we? Five courses thick. Try to withstand the weather. Well, let's go take a peek at it. What do you think? See what this one's about. The peninsula's first roadway. Well, it's like a freeway out here now. There is a lot of people out here today. Probably all summer long. This is a pretty popular getaway. Old buildings. Probably would be lonely out here way back when. You gotta pay to get in. Let me see what it is. And like most lighthouses, got the big lens. That thing right there. Huge. Pretty cool. Those were expensive way back in the day. Ghost ships at Lake Erie. Wow. There was a lot of those, huh? It's a zoo in here. You had to pay extra to go up top. I just bought the cheap ticket. Let's take a quick peek. This is the caretaker's cabin, house. Original though. These are original buildings. I'm original. Original old. There's his view. He would look out, see the same view. Maybe not all the concrete sidewalks, but yeah, outside's better than in there. That place was a zoo. Yeah, I can't blame them. There's a long line to get up top. Oh well. Neat old lighthouse. Matter of fact, want to walk over, see the beach here. Kind of spotted it coming in. Oh, here you go. There's your mighty Lake Erie. This is our last look at Lake Erie. Last stop. This summer. Next one will be Lake Ontario. Woohoo! Heading for New York State. Yay. Never really gotten up in that area. Kind of looking forward to it. Alright, well, let's head on out of here. It's starting to cloud up on me. It might get rained on, I don't know. I'm going to try to find one of those beach houses, beach lifeguard stations, where they call them. They're on the map here. They got them numbered. There is a huge beach access on this peninsula. Back on the 4-lane road. 2 coming in, 2 going out. For more information on my channel, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up, free newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Also, we got a merch shop called the Armchair Traveler Series and 2025, heck yeah, travel series mugs, hats, shirts, all that kind of good stuff, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, exploring this cool peninsula right here on the mighty Lake Erie. And we're right along Erie, Pennsylvania. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Here's one, Beach 6. Check it out a second. All kinds of parking. Kind of sandy though. Ooh. I do not want to get stuck. This heavy van. Better come up here and find something solid. Yeah, it looks good right in here. Well, let's just go take a quick look. Lifeguard house right there. Very active, I'm sure. Probably really good summer jobs for young folks. Huge. Look at this, like the ocean, isn't it? Wow. Just like the ocean. Mighty Great Lakes. All right, well, I'm about ready to head for that RV park. We've seen quite a bit today so far. You know what's interesting about all this through here too? Pennsylvania has 40 miles of shoreline. That's it. Just the extreme northwest corner. When you look at it on the maps, if you ever get a chance, look at it on Google Maps, and you'll see just a tiny little section that skirts along the Great Lakes. The rest of it's all inland. Kind of cool, huh? A little trivia about Pennsylvania. glad that's over with. That was a lot of winding through residential and a ton of road construction. Erie's a pretty big city. Okay, well, a couple hours ago, guess what? We were across this little inlet up here, standing on the pier. Looks like this is where they load the big barges. Well, let me do this. Let me get parked. We'll get into the RV park first. Maybe we'll take a little e-bike ride. Alright, all checked in. This is run by the city. There's a city worker that assigned my site here. You pay online, everything was done online. I was talking to another guy too that's a camp host here. He was telling me they average in the winter here over 60 inches of snow. He goes, that's a light year. Sometimes it goes way up. When you get those storms that come off Lake Erie, the lake effect snow or whatever they call it. Can you imagine? That's feet. Several feet of snow. And look at it now. Looks like a big garden. Just here for one night. Okay, I should be up in this little circle area. Look at that. That guy's pulling the fifth wheel of the semi. There's the water. Wow, we're right on it. There's that channel. We're on the other side over there. Go figure. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's take a quick e-bike ride once I get everything set up. I'll put out the Starlink, power hooked up, get the air conditioner running. Don't let this breeze and clouds fool you. It's at least 91, 92 degrees with humidity right now. Alright, take a quick e-bike ride around. Nice place though, really nice. If you want to stay really close to Lake Erie, this is perfect. I bet it sells out quick too though. Big parking lot here. Well, let's see. Oh, here's the pier. wind is really blowing hard right now. Let me go up here and park. See the RVs right on the water. You're right there. Deep water markers here for the big boats, big barges. Almost white caps out here right now in the water. There's a big crane down there. Too bad one of them big barges doesn't come through here right now. Look at that thing chugging in. That's that boat we seen a few hours ago over at that Perry Monument. They've been out a long time. Too hot to be stuck on that thing. They must be coming in. Well, not bad, huh? Pretty decent day. Got to explore that huge peninsula. Lighthouses, piers, monuments, history. Not bad at all. Well, very cool. Maybe a big ship will go by tonight. I have a nosy neighbor. Look at this guy. Came out to say hello. What do you got to eat? Alright, this is home for the night. We're only in Pennsylvania for this one day. We're trucking up to New York State. I heard there's a big waterfall up that way. You never know, huh? The journey never ends. Talk soon.